All right, all you traders out there, welcome. It's Tracy here bringing you another trade review, and today I want to talk about Shop from November 30th, 2020. I took this trade as a day trade, and I'll go over what I did after I do the back trade because I want to back trade this thing again. But anyway, before I get started, I am a mentor over at Real Life Trading, and we welcome you there anytime. So if you want to learn more about how we trade, and if you want to take advantage of any of our free education, check us out at www.reallifetrading.com. We'd love to have you there. And if in the meantime, if you find value in any of these videos, please remember to subscribe, click the bell for notification of any future videos, and remember to hit that like button if you like the video. All right, so let's get started. The first thing I want to talk about is what I do to find my support resistance levels on the daily chart. So we aren't able to look at the pre-market because that is a flaw with TradingView. They don't allow you to go back and forth, and I really don't want to see what's going on with the future when I'm in the playback mode. So I just stick on the one. I stick with it with the pre-market turned off, and I just know that it was gapping up. And so it was gapping above this support level, or gapping above this resistance level, I should say, which is now a support level. So I've got that level there, and I have another level right there. That's a pivot point, and I have a pivot point right there. All right, so those are my pivot points. And now what I want to do is I want to go to an hourly chart, and I'm going to throw on my volume profile. And if you want to know more about the volume profile, I will, I just got to change this first to, the higher price stocks require more data, so I have to just increase this row size so I can see what they are showing. So I've got a point of control that is showing right in this area here. So let's just mark that there. Anyway, if you do want to see more about the volume profile, I'll throw a link in the comments or in the description below. So check it out, and it's a pretty useful tool. All right, so now I've got my support resistance levels. I do want to throw in a pivot. So there's a pivot point right there, and I'm going to just mark this like that so I know it's on the hourly chart. And I think that's about it. We're good. All right. So now I want to go to the 5-minute chart. And what I'm looking for is a hammer or a high wave candle that forms at a support level that I can take a breakout. Or I'm going to be watching for the 10 EMA and the VWAP to kind of converge on each other and create a squeeze. And when that squeeze happens, it either breaks bullish or it breaks bearish. And I'll be playing it in the direction of the trend, which is bullish. So I'll be looking to play it long. All right, let's look at this first 5-minute candle. And there's a first 5-minute candle, and it closes back below support. It was a retest, which is nice. I want it to regain this support level. So let's wait till it's back above that. There we go. So now we've got price back above the VWAP as well as above that support level. So that's kind of nice. It's a semi-nice hammer. I do like that it broke the low. But I don't want to take the breakout right here. It's so close to the support level. I think what I'll do is I'll buy right off this support level if it comes back down there. And in the meantime, what I want to do is I do want to mark this point of control just so I can see if it moves up or moves down. So I'm going to wait a little bit longer on this trade. I want to see it rest here just a little bit. So there's another move lower. All right, so right in here, I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and get in right here. So I'm just going to buy right there. This will be a stop limit entry. I'm going to take a partial at the high of day. All right, there, I'm in. Okay, so this is good, and immediately fills the partial. So that was a good, strong move. Now the point of control moved down, which is odd. So I'm going to watch that point of control and make sure that it continues to go higher. Now, my next partial target that I'm looking for is this 1081.9. So that's the next level that I'll be taking a partial. Now this is a pretty strong move, so I'm happy with that. Let's just I don't want to see it come back and close below the VWAP. So right now we're making higher highs. That's good, but the point of control is not moving higher, and I don't like that. So there's the second partial right there. Now, the point of control has not moved up with this price. This has been a pretty big move. So at this point, I think what I'll do is I'll take everything at that blue target. So I'll take everything there. I'm not going to try and push this higher because again, they were out. The point of control is not moving up with this. I don't like that. When I see this trend, I want to see the point of control move with it. So I know that I'm getting price acceptance up at this level. Right now I'm not. So I'm going to exit everything right here. Okay, so now we've got a retest back down. It is increasing volume, but that's okay. I want them to stay above the 10 and the VWAP. So I'm expecting a pullback into this area. But again, the the point of control still has not moved higher. And there's our test of the 10. There's our test of the VWAP. Okay, point of control finally moved higher. That's a nice little hammer candle. That would be a good entry point if you wanted to take it again, but it wouldn't have triggered, by the way. So it broke down. I'm glad we're out of the trade because this should not happen at all. So now if we had stayed in the trade and not exited, we would have been stopped out. So that's not very good. It hit that resistance and just peeled right off. And now your point of control moved back down again. So this is quite rotational right now. And this little hammer, this little pattern right here creates a 10-minute hammer. You can see that right there. There's a 10-minute hammer. So that would be a nice play as well. But that's not a very good sign. Pretty weak. But this market was pretty volatile on that particular day. And it does regain the VWAP. Let's just see what happens here, because I do know that it goes all the way back up to the top. So the point of control moves up again. So again, we're getting some flip-flop with the point of control. So this tells me it's very rotational. So I would not expect it to go much higher than the high of day. This is most likely the high. If not, it makes a little high and then sells off again. All right, so there's the new high. And then it kind of just hangs out here. Okay, so we did get another price acceptance up here, so that was nice, but it's not going to trend any higher. This is the end of the move. It's just going to hang out right in this area. And you can tell that because, like I said, the point of control didn't continue to move up with each round. It was very rotational. All right, so, and that usually indicates that the higher, the lower, or both are already in. Now, that was much better than the way that I played it. So I had the same setup here on my trade, but when I put this blue line here, I was sitting at 188.43. Oh, hang on, cancel. 1088. So that's where my blue line was sitting, and it did not hit it. I didn't take a partial here because I set this trade. I got in and then I left. Once this candle came in, I was feeling pretty confident that it was going to at least hit up into this area. And it missed me by 43 cents. Then it rolled over. And when this candle came in, I did move my stop to, I think it was about this level right here. So I put my stop right in there. And I was stopped out of the trade, but for a very small gain. And then as you can see, it rolled back over and just continued to go higher. Now, my trade, this one here that we did on the back trade, we made 5.64R, which is nice. I had my stop set so that this was about a 3R trade. Yeah, it was about right there. So my stop was right there. Now, had I not moved my stop, I wouldn't have been triggered out. But needless to say, I did get triggered out. I got taken out of the trade. And when I came back, it was already back up into this area here. I saw that I'd been basically taken out of the trade. It rolled over and then hit my target. But I was pretty upset that I missed it by 43 cents the first time. So anyway, if you have any questions, comments, throw them in the comments below. And yeah, you guys, happy trading. Cheers.
Bye.